1 week ago, I reached my first milestone on YouTube. I got 10,000 subscribers. Today, I'm gonna do my 10K Q&A special. Coming up. Hey, what's up guys? Sid here. Welcome to my channel where I bring you the best gymnastics and bodyweight content. So, today I'm gonna do a special video. I'm gonna do a Q&A because I just recently got 10,000 subscribers. So today we're gonna do a special 10K Q&A. So I hope you're gonna like this video. You're finally gonna find out some things about me that you probably didn't know before. So let's get to know me. Alright guys, let's get to the first question. This question comes from Irpanda. Since when did you start gymnastics? And so this is a difficult question to say because it's kind of hard to say when I started doing specifically gymnastics. I've been training, bodyweight training, for around 5 years, I believe, 4 or 5. And in the beginning I just did calisthenics, street workouts kind of thing, coming from weightlifting for about 2 years. So I went from weightlifting to kind of calisthenics, and then I kind of felt like I wanted something more structured. So then I went on to search the web to see what I could find, and what I found was a book by Christopher Sommer, which was called Building the Gymnastics Body. And after I read that book, when I saw the pictures of all the gymnasts doing the skills like the straddle L, the planche, the mana, I was like in love. I want to learn that. So I went from weightlifting to calisthenics, then I started doing more kind of bodyweight training but targeted towards gymnastics, kind of the handstand, press handstand and all that stuff. And then 2 years ago I moved to the town I live in now, which is Stockholm. And I moved here because I wanted to train real gymnastics, which for me means artistic gymnastics, where you do the classic events. To cut it short, started with bodyweight training, went on to calisthenics, then more gymnastic strength training, and eventually artistic gymnastics, where I'm at now. So, but the whole span of my training has been around 5 years, so hope that answers your questions. Let's move on to the next one. So, the second question comes from Astu974. Why didn't you participate to competition? I'm sure you can become a great gymnast. So why don't I compete? And the reason is that I've only been training specifically for gymnastics the last 2 years, so I don't feel like I'm prepared to be in a competition, and I don't want to because I don't want to rush things. I want to compete someday, but I want to take my time and don't rush into it too soon, because I'm a little bit afraid as well about losing my passion for training if I make it into a must that I have to train for the competition. So I'm not sure about exactly when I'm going to compete, but I'm sure I'm going to do it someday. So. Okay, so this is pretty fun. If you could make your own, yeah, it's from Saidramandal. Sorry, can't pronounce your name, but if you could make your own Ben & Jerry's ice cream, what would it be? And I have absolutely no idea about this one, sorry, but it would probably be something with chocolate because I love chocolate. So, next one. Okay. So the next question is from Peter Smash, and his first question is: have you ever trained the technique on high bar, rings, parallels, etc., or have you only been doing gymnastic strength and flexibility? And like I said, it started with mainly gymnastic strength and mobility, but in the last 2 years I've been starting to do more events in artistic gymnastics. The last 6 months I have not really done any apparatus at all because I've been struggling with some injuries that kind of stopped me from working on those events. So, but in the last like 2 months I've started coming back to the apparatuses again, which is awesome because I love training for the rings, the floor, and the parallel bars, high bar, bolt, and all that stuff, which I love. So yeah, so I'm gonna post some more videos doing some event training soon. If you guys want to see that, then let me know in the comments and I'm gonna make that happen. And if you have any specific event you want any tutorials or videos on, then just let me know below as well. So, second question. How did you find yourself in the position of being a coach in gymnastics? And so basically that is, like I said, when I just started with the training, I fell in love with the sport and all of the technique, the exercises, the progression. So I just studied everything that I could, and along the years I've learned pretty much, and I've practiced myself, and I've failed myself, and I found mistakes and I corrected them, and I've just expanded my knowledge of the sport by myself. No specific like education or anything, but I learned a lot on my own. So when I found my way to Stockholm and the gym where I'm at now, then some of the coaches saw some of my potential in teaching others as well. So that kind of transitioned me into starting to help out just when I was training, and then eventually they asked me if I want to be assisting coach and just help with building up the athletes, in mostly focusing on strength and mobility at the time, but I'm also gonna try to learn more about the different apparatuses, the rings and all that, and how to teach that as well. So, but that's kind of how I got into coaching. And if you, maybe you guys have seen, but I also coach at a gym called Become an Athlete, where I coach adults in kind of gymnastics classes, focusing more on the strength and mobility, which is the thing that I love the most to teach. So that is something I do as well, and hopefully something that I'm going to be doing in full time. That is the goal. But yeah, so that's how I got into teaching gymnastics. The next question comes from a friend of mine on Instagram. How long does it take to start seeing results on the flexibility training, and how often should you train? And so this is quite difficult to say because it's very different for everyone how long it takes to see the results. But I would say that if you do your flexibility training consistently and you work on it with the same amount of effort that you do on your strength training, then you are going to see the results quite quickly, because you're going to be going further into the stretches every day, and when you slowly build those up, you're gonna see a big change over just a couple of weeks and months, years. You're gonna see great progress. So I wouldn't worry too much about how long it takes. I would just focus on doing your flexibility training as well as you can and doing it consistently, and you're gonna see those results. Next question. This is kind of hard to explain on this short of a video, but it's how do you program your training? I'm not going to answer this today, but if you want to know how I do my programming, then please leave a comment below. Let me know if you want to see it, and I'm going to make that happen. Next question. What are your best tips for people really beginners, lol, wanting to start a gymnastics-based training? Also, what routine exercises would you suggest? Well, the best tips for somebody who wants to get started with gymnastics training is to find a program. You're gonna find a program that develops your basic strength and mobility, and once you've gotten kind of a basic foundation level of strength and mobility, then you can start to specifically work towards different skills like the handstand, the press handstand, or whatever skills you want to learn. It's going to be different depending on your level of strength and mobility and what exercises you're specifically good at. So, but what routine exercise would I suggest? It's kind of difficult to say. I would just focus on building the foundational exercises of gymnastics, which is the hollow shape, the whole body hold, the arch shape. You want to get good core strength, the leg lifts, the handstand is an awesome exercise to learn. And yeah, so just develop good core strength, learn those body shapes, the hold, the arch, and preferably you will want to try find a program. And if you need one, then just send me a message on Instagram and I can probably help you. So Rice and Nanas, send me a message if you want more help. Next question. Ooh, here we have a question in Swedish. So now we're gonna learn a couple of new words if you don't know Swedish. This is from Hannah. Thanks for your question. What do you do when you don't train the kids or train yourself? Well, I work on my coaching, I work on YouTube, I do just kind of my own business thing. Do I study? No, I don't study. I hate studying, probably never gonna do it again, because that was just awful. Not my thing, but yeah, I do work. Like I said, I work part-time at a company called Motem, where I just, it's not a very fun job, but you get the money to live. And what's the reason for me starting the YouTube channel? And basically why I started YouTube was just because I love creating videos, and I had a passion of gymnastics, which is quite unusual when I started with it 4 or 5 years ago. So I just wanted to share my knowledge and share my journey in learning gymnastics as an adult. I was 17, 18, so basically an adult, but just wanted to inspire and try to help as many people as I can. Yeah, so that's the reason I got into YouTube. So this is gonna be the last question. I think this is pretty good to end with, and it comes from Home Gym Maid. Nice name. What do you want to do with gymnastics in the future? So what do I want to do with gymnastics? What's my goal? What's the next step? Well, for me personally, with my training, I want to learn all the basics on all of the events in gymnastics. I want to continue to develop my strength. I want to hopefully compete maybe next year or something. Like I said, not gonna rush it, but competing at some point is a goal of mine. And as to teaching and YouTube, all that stuff, I just plan on continuing to create awesome videos, teaching you guys as much as I can, try to do more vlogs, just trying to up the YouTube and Instagram game, and try to do more coaching in person here in Stockholm at my new gym, Become an Athlete, where I teach. Just gonna work on that to try to just expand my knowledge and my experience with teaching, and just trying to improve myself on all those levels. Yeah, I hope that answered your question on what I want to do with gymnastics in the future. So guys, that's all for today's Q&A. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found out some new things about me, and if there's anything else you want to know, you can always just leave me a comment, or you can send me a message. I'm just gonna continue pumping out videos for you guys, and if you have any suggestions or anything you want to see, like I said, just leave a comment. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you want to see more videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.